Thank you so much for joining me for the weekly Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Cards readings. I'm so excited to have you here with me. We're going to be using the Intuitive Life Coaching app to do a weekly overview every Sunday. There are actually this is what it will look like if you download it on your phone. This app is available for your iPhone as well as for Android phones. And there are 4 buttons on the screen. The first one is readings, which takes you into the different readings you can do. You can do a 1 card, a 3 card, or a 5 card reading. And then there's the browse button. And if you have the free version, you'll only see 11 cards, but there's actually 77 in this deck. And then there is the journal, which allows you to save your readings by time and date. And then there's the about, which tells you a little bit more about me and Indigo software. So let's get started.
Thank you for joining me for the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Cards reading for the week of September 28th through Saturday the 4th. We're going to do a 5-card reading to look at the week ahead. You always want to make sure you get very quiet, call in your spiritual team, your angels and guides. And as soon as you feel connected, go ahead and click anywhere on the screen and begin to draw your cards. For this situation, for this week's energy, we have the environment card in the situation. In the emotional challenge, we have karma. Our solution is resolve. In the coaching advice, we have approval. And the potential is wishful thinking. As I tune into this card, the energy is all about manifesting again. So you might even get guidance to do feng shui things around your house this week, to move things around, to do a clearing, a space clearing, or just even get rid of a whole bunch of things that you no longer align with. We're cleaning out a lot of things that we no longer need, as we've been working on replacing our old belief system as well. But this week we're working more on the physical plane, whereas we're getting rid of stuff we don't need. We are changing things around in our house, maybe buying new plants and flowers and paintings, and all of those things are part of this week's energy to spruce up your environment, to do things that make you feel better. And let's go ahead and look at this card. It says, now's a good time to clear, clean, and declutter your environment. Your environment is an outer reflection of what is going on inside of you. Take time out to clear, clean, declutter, and spruce up your environment. Use pleasing aromas such as essential oils and bring out anything that makes you happy. Call on your angels and guides to clear the energy of your environment. Now is a good time to move furniture, hang up a new painting. Your soul is softly whispering to you that it is time for a change within your environment. This change could also represent moving to a new home. As you take care of your physical world, you are creating space for your inner world. The simple act of taking care of or changing your environment is going to help you make bigger changes in the near future. In the emotional challenge, we have the karma card. And the energy around this card is all about focusing on what it is you want to receive. What is it you're trying to manifest? And align with that energy and send that energy out into the universe, because that's the energy that's going to come back to you. Same goes for anyone else that's in your life that you might feel like is getting away with stuff they shouldn't get away with, or it's not fair that things are happening the way they're happening. Just stay focused on yourself. Everybody's in their own bubble of reality. Everybody is having their own events take place in their life, and we are not in charge of anyone else. And the angels are reminding us that we only have to be in charge of ourselves. We can let go of worrying about what other people are doing, worrying about whether or not it's fair or good or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. What matters is for you to focus on what you're sending out and what you're reaping, because that's the energy that seems to be magnified this week. So focus on what it is you are wanting to receive back in your life and give that to the people that are around you and send that energy out into the universe. It says you may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. You know that saying, what goes around comes around? This is karma. Karma is just a simple way of saying what you give, you get. What you put out in the universe comes back to you. If you are in a situation that requires justice or fairness, this card has come to you today to remind you that it's already taken care of. No need to prove someone wrong or take matters into your own hand. They're creating their own karma. If what they're doing is not fair or is hurting someone else, they will eventually have this energy returned to them tenfold. This card could also be a reminder for you to be mindful of what you're sending out into the universe to be returned to you. Remember that we reap what we sow. Make sure to sow what you want to reap. I'm getting a big message around that card is that energy, it is in alignment with the environment card. So we want to focus on sprucing things up, do feng shui if you need to this week, focus on the thoughts that you're sending out into the universe, and get very clear about what it is you're trying to manifest into your life. Our solution for this week's energy is the Resolve card. And this card tells us that we are not making decisions, that we are indecisive about something. Anytime you're indecisive about something in your life, it creates confusion and stagnant energy. The only way things are going to shift is if you decide what it is you want and get very, very clear about what you want by making that decision. So if you have inner conflict, that's okay, that's normal, but it's important to look at that. It's important to resolve that within yourself, and maybe take some time out to write it down on paper, to the pros and the cons, or however you work out the inner conflict. Go into meditation, ask for guidance from your higher self and your spiritual team. But this week, it's time for you to make a decision if you want to move forward. Just let go and trust that you're going to make the right decision. When you're in conflict with yourself, that means that half of you agrees and the other half does not. This creates indecision and confusion. If you're going to do something, do it with your whole heart and put both feet in and jump. If one foot is in front of you and the other foot is behind you, you are creating an imbalance. You're not going anywhere except to possibly fall over. Anytime there is stagnation, it could be because you have not made up your mind which direction you're heading. Are you in or are you out? Make up your mind and choose to resolve this inner conflict. Inner conflict shows up in many ways. It can show up as with words such as, I really want to, but what if someone disapproves? Or I really need this, but I can't right now. All of these are self-sabotage techniques which keep you from moving forward. If you really want something, let yourself believe that that's possible. It's your soul urging you to do something that is for your highest good at this time. Resolve to make a decision one way or the other. Just remember that if you stay in this inner conflict with yourself, it's a choice. There's no invisible barrier keeping you from moving forward. There is no one to blame. There is only choice. Make up your mind and resolve to do what it takes, regardless of what may or may not happen. Just do it. Spirit believes in you. Do you? And the coaching advice for this week, it says, choose to approve of yourself and others will too. So this card is directly related to the solution card. To resolve the inner conflict, we have to trust ourselves to make the right decision. We have to believe in ourselves, and we have to not look outside of ourselves for the approval of everyone around us. Because when we make decisions based on what everyone else thinks we should do, then we end up making the wrong decision, and later on we regret it. So we have to be honest about what we want, and when we are making those decisions, We aren't worrying about what other people think. This card could represent you or someone around you. Emotional neediness happens when we give away our personal power and think others have what we need to make us happy. We may be extra clingy or even have unrealistic expectations for others around us and easily get disappointed. This happens to all of us at one point in our life. What needs to be addressed here is our insecurities. Why is other people's approval or companionship more important? So important that we devalue ourselves in the process. You are the one that you need right now, no one else. Reconnect with yourself, believe in yourself, and know that even if someone disapproves of you or does not like you, it's not a direct representation of who you are. This is only one's perception of who you are. You do not need anyone else's approval to make you happy. What you think you need to be happy is only thought away. True happiness is a state of being, and you can access it at any time by tuning into the frequency of it. So today, choose to be happy regardless. Choose to value your own opinions, even when other people don't. This too shall pass. Your lesson here: learn to love yourself again. You have value, purpose, and you are beautiful regardless of what other people think. Your love and acceptance for yourself is what is needed now. And in the potential card, we are again getting very clear about what we want. Instead of thinking of what it is you're trying to manifest as what you believe is possible, it's time for you to dream again. Because what happens is we don't allow ourselves to manifest the things that are in alignment with our soul sometimes, because our mind gets in the way and tries to process how that's going to happen, what that looks like, if we're good enough, if we're not good enough, is that possible? Anything is possible as long as you align with the faith of it already being done. You are learning how to manifest the life that you desire. Wishful thinking is not the same as manifesting that which you desire. You're on the right track. Continue to use your imagination to inspire you and let all your dreams unfold. Just don't get wishful thinking confused with the law of attraction. The difference between wishful thinking and actually manifesting is this. Wishful thinking uses words such as I hope, maybe someday, I can't wait until, or I hope I can make this happen. If this is what you're doing, it's a good start, but it's not enough to manifest what you desire. This card is telling you that you can have what you want, but you're going to have to match the frequency of already having it before you can experience it. So today, take the time to feel it as already done. That's the key. It's already done. Feel the satisfaction of knowing it is here now, not out there somewhere else. You can have what you're asking for. Your guides and angels want to help you bring this into your experience. Do what you need to do to help you feel that it is already done. It truly is already done. Believe it, and you will manifest it. So this feels like a really good week of getting clear about what we want, and then by the end of the week, allowing ourselves to receive it. So thank you all so much for listening to this week's Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle card reading. My name is Kelly T. Smith. Please do check me out on my website at www.intuitivelifecoachingwithkelly.com. You can also find me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/intuitivelifecoachingwithkelly. Have a wonderful week.